Good evening and welcome to another of our monthly Life Lifters. I'm Brian Main, and tonight we're going to focus on how to lift your life with a goal map focused on your well-being. I'm going to bring up the PowerPoint presentation. Can you see my screen okay? Just checking with Vicky, my partner. And see if I can bring the video into the corner. Okay, so goal mapping has been helping people lift their lives for a great many years, and my speaking career started in 1994. And my message has been consistent over the years, nearly 30 years now. Your thoughts create your reality, both in yourself and also in your life. And while life is many different things for many different people, one thing we can say it is for all of us is that life is a path, and sometimes it is a short path. And for others, it's a very long path. But for all of us, we are making a journey through life. And the more that we learn the lessons of life, the easier our life journey becomes and the more progress we make. And my life has been dedicated for many years to helping other people live their own life. And that's what these series of presentations are focused on. My life path has been quite unusual. I was born into a travelling fun fair family. On both sides of my family, I'm related to circus families. And for generations, my ancestors, my grandparents and great-grandparents have been travelling with the fun fairs and shows. And my father's fun fair was the life that I was born into, travelling around, having many different homes each year, but eventually home became the Isle of Wight, where I still live today. I helped my father run his amusements. I left school very early, in fact, before I was 13, and no qualifications and unable to read or write properly because I have dyslexia. So I always found the academic side of life quite difficult. And I went on to help run the family business. I was a young entrepreneur. Owning a bubblegum machine was my 13th birthday present. And then I gradually invested buying other amusement arcade machines. And my big business breakthrough at 15 was to buy Space Invaders. And around about 18, I become the youngest person in the UK to open up a disco. I took the family business in a new direction. It became very successful very quickly, quite famous, in fact. It was in lots of magazines. It was an unusual place. And as a young person into the new romantic scene in the 1980s, I was just having a great time of it. I stayed in that business for 13 years, had a lot of success. But eventually the business came to an end, mainly because of the end of mass tourism on the Isle of Wight and people instead taking their main holiday in the Mediterranean. My customers all went to Ibiza, and so no customers, the business came to an end. At age 29, found myself in a really dire situation. I was £1 million in debt. Home had been repossessed. I had zero academic qualifications. I was alone because my marriage had crashed. Couldn't even read or write properly. I couldn't even fill in like a job application form. My life was looking really dark. I was really scared. The reason I explain it in my presentations is because I know that many other people viewing the presentation maybe are in a similar situation, not exactly like mine, but There are people viewing that they are struggling. Life is looking dark for them, maybe because of debt or maybe because of other challenges in their life. And what I can tell you from my own experience is that it's often darkest just before the dawn. And when things seem really bleak is often just before we have a breakthrough and we find a new insight, like a ray of light that helps us find our way. And what helped me was that I met an amazing guy, an uplifting life coach, pioneering life coach, who decided to help me. He was the person that explained to me that success is not an accident. He was the person that explained to me that there are fundamental principles in life that govern the process of creation, of a conscious manifestation. And that if you observe life and you observe some history and study some science, you'll find that you can understand these principles, and they are natural principles. You can observe them. And if you will apply them to your own life, if you will live by the principles of success, then ultimately they will help you to be successful in your life. And it was my turning point in paying off my debt, in starting a new career, in overcoming my dyslexia, in teaching myself how to read well, and then on to a new career, helping other people to learn how to do those things for themselves in the same way that I was doing for myself. And the message has stayed consistent over the 30 years of my speaking career, that your thoughts shape and create your reality. What has helped me most to help the most people help themselves is without question the goal mapping system. I received goal mapping like a gift, a visualization from the universe in 1994, driving my car late at night. And like magic, I started using it for myself, and it just worked so well for me. And then I set goals to teach it to other people, and opportunities just started to come. And now, since that beginning, goal mapping has reached more than 5 million people around the world. And my goal is to reach 7 million people. So I hope tonight, if you haven't already done so, you'll be creating your own goal map and adding to that number of people the system is helping. And it's helping people in just all areas of life. It's helping to empower families. It's helping people in their well-being of all ages. And that will be our particular focus tonight. It's helping people in businesses, large and small, helping people to find their way in their career, find the thing that makes their heart sing. And very importantly, it's helping people in education. More than 1 million students in education having now created goal maps to help them increase their grades and aim for a brighter future. Why is it important? This is the top part of the map. Well, for me, it's about leaving a legacy where I'm helping people to be more free, and that I can leave this world feeling that I've truly made a difference while I've been here, and that I'm giving back. I had this amazing life coach that helped me when life was so hard. And sadly, he died young. And I've always wanted to give back in the way that he gave to me, in the way that he helped me. There's a big goal, reach 7 million people. How am I going to do that? Well, with any goal, we need a start date and we need an achievement date. And I've needed to update my map more than once now, because I didn't achieve the goal as quickly as I planned. But hey, it's more than 5 million, so I take comfort in that. And if I need to give a little more time to achieve the goal, then I give a little more time. But my target is, by the end of this year, 7 million people. How? Well, for many years, I've been working on this goal map. It's not a new thing. It's a long-term goal. And writing books, creating video, basically making material and product that people can share. And over the years, a growing number of products are available for people to help them use goal mapping. And use goal mapping is a really key few words there, because it's not knowing about it that makes it work. It's working it that makes it work. And which is why today I was updating and adding to my goal map for my health and well-being. Because I know all about it, but knowing that doesn't make it work for me. Working it makes it work. And that's the point of these master classes. I've been making presentations for years. I've made so many, I wouldn't even try to count them anymore. Every week there are presentations, both online and physical. And in all the presentations, again, the encouragement is for people to create their goal map. And more than anything else, the thing that is really helping to lift lots and lots of lives around the world is the goal mapping community of certified coaches and trainers and teachers and therapists and people of all types and all ages and all walks of life who have chosen to help other people live their life with goal mapping. And they are an amazing group of people, some of them working in business, some of them working with the general public. Some have a passion to use goal mapping with young people in education. They're ranging from 14 years old through into their 80s. And they have all types of expertise and focus. But the uniting passion is they're heart-centered. They're like-minded, support each other. They want to make a difference and help as many people as possible with goal mapping, whether in business or in schools like here in Italy, or indeed in sport. And Katalin Konya will be one of the guest coaches coming up at the end of this month in our coach showcase. Now, the recommendation here in these monthly Life Lifters and Life Path Masterclass is to create a series of goal maps. So if you're new to goal mapping, please do write in the chat. If you're brand new to goal mapping, please write in the chat. If you're joining again, you've been on a previous masterclass, because each month we're guiding people to create goal maps focused on the important areas of life. And I believe these are for the mental, authentic happiness, for the emotional, it's about feeling fantastic, raising self-esteem, and then for the physical, vibrant well-being, for the material, it's about achieving financial freedom. Social is about creating harmonious relationships. And then the spiritual is about finding a sense of purpose. And so each month, starting with a map for living your best life, we are focusing on the important life areas and creating each month a goal map for those areas. Or if you already have a goal map for that area, then update it, which is what I've been doing today with this goal map, which dates back to last year, 2022. And instead, using goal mapping online, I've updated it with all of my latest, newest insights. Now, some people like to draw their goal map on paper. They download from the resource center the paper templates, draw their map on paper. It is a good thing to do. It's a creative thing to do. It is not as powerful as having your map online. And the reason is that when your map is online, there is a whole different process and level of power available to you by using selfies, family photos, pieces of fine art maybe that stir your emotion. That creates a lot of brain cell activation. But in addition, you can update the map. In the past, I used to draw the maps. I'd take several hours to do it, and then a few months later, particularly with a health map, because you want to update it all the time, I'd need to draw another map. Whereas now with the digital, if I've got a drawing I like, I upload it into the digital system. It allows me to put together my library of images and the words that I really want in a way that I believe really works well. And then every month or so, I'm updating the map. Sometimes I update it several times, even in just a week, because when I first create it and I'm looking at it, often I'm making new tweaks to it. One of the most beneficial things, though, I believe, about using digital goal mapping is I can have my own drawings. You can see many of my drawings in my map here, but I can share it and I can plan it in a really professional way that gives me a greater level of power in achieving the map. I manifest it at greater speed because I simply have so much more clarity around what I need to do. And I'll create my map online, I create my to-do list online, but then I print them out and I have them in my goal mapping folder. And that folder's with me every day. So tonight, the focus of our map is vibrant well-being. Well-being, break it down a little further, being well. So if we take it down to a single word, being, what is our being? Well, it's a combination of thinking and feeling and acting. These three aspects, thought, feeling, and physiology or behavior, is what forms habit pattern. And we get into patterns of thinking, either thinking positively or thinking negatively. And we also get into patterns of feeling, feeling on a high or feeling on a low, feeling confident and elated, feeling depressed. And of course, we get into patterns of behavior and routines and physical habits, sometimes habits that are damaging to our well-being, and other times we're creating habits that can be fantastic for our well-being. And with a goal map, the key is to raise your awareness of those thoughts and feelings and actions that serve your well-being, mental well-being, emotional well-being, physical well-being. And there's a great more awareness these days of the importance of mental well-being. It's often mentioned in news reports and how important it is to include now in teaching and training in school and business. Emotional well-being is also now more understood. And even on the news this morning was an article around how thought and feeling affect the body, affect the gut, and the level of well-being that the person is receiving. And so thought, feeling, and action shape who we are. When we're thinking negatively, it's not just a negative thought, it literally creates a negative feeling and affects our physical well-being. Or the other way is that we can work to raise our physical, and that in turn sends a signal to the brain by choosing certain foods, by exercising. We send signals to the brain and the nervous system to release serotonin to help us feel better in our emotions and think more clearly in our mind. And so it's a two-way flow. Thinking will affect the emotional and the physical, and if we make the effort to go out and take exercise, or we are very conscious in the choices of our food, that in turn sends signals that affects the mental and the emotional. And through all of that, of course, we are shaping our life around us. thoughts are so incredibly powerful that when doctors run tests to evaluate new treatments and drugs, they have to have control groups because the evidence is quite clear over many, many years that when somebody really believes that the pill they're taking is a cure or the treatment they're getting is a cure, they show signs of recovery, even if the pill or the treatment was neutral. It was just part of the control group. And so when they're testing new treatments, they will have 3 groups, sometimes more. One getting the real treatment, one getting a neutral substance, another group getting something different again, because they need to test where that placebo effect. And the opposite is also true, the nocebo effect. So when somebody is told that they're going to get ill, often they start to show those symptoms of the illness, because the mind is so incredibly powerful that it triggers the chemical release that creates those effects in your body. And if you're unsure about this, cast your mind back to the last time that you were out somewhere and either you or somebody else said something that was really, really embarrassing, and just raise your awareness of the effect that has on your body. For instance, for most people, their face would just go bright red. And I can remember times in the past or at school or seeing other people that say something and they flush and they're really bright red. There isn't some physical thing causing that. It's their mind triggering the chemicals that cause that. And of course, when we think positively about ourselves, then we're triggering the chemical serotonin. And that chemical serotonin not only gives us the feeling of happiness, but the serotonin boosts our immune system. So it helps us with our mental well-being because we are more positive. It helps us with the emotional well-being, and we are more happy. But it also helps us at a physical level because it boosts the immune system. And as doctors have realized this more and more, they are more often now recommending exercise and diet and laughter as part of a person's treatment, because the more that you can help somebody raise their spirits and be active, the more it's helping them in their well-being. When we set a goal, it helps us to form the brain cell connections that gradually grow into beliefs. And beliefs are like constant commands to our subconscious mind, telling us how to be or what we can do or what we can achieve. And the more connections we make, the more we're able to work with the whole of our brain, both our right brain, which is good at vision, and our left brain, which is good at strategy. And this is part of the strength of having a goal map, that it helps you to activate both sides of your brain. Brain balance is not the balance like a set of scales. A brain balance is more like an infinity sign with one side influencing the other side. And the more balance we find in our brain, and the more effective we are in our daily life. Setting goals around our well-being has a chain reaction that by thinking about the goal and being positive about our well-being, it triggers the serotonin release that helps us raise our self-esteem. We feel better about ourselves when we set goals and work towards our well-being. And of course, all of that helps us right down at a cellular level to be in a better state of physical well-being. We boost our immune system, and we help ourselves activate more the lymph system, digestion system. All of these things really come together when we learn how to set goals in a powerful, holistic way, activating both sides of the brain. I was talking with Vicky about it yesterday, and Vicky lost around 20 kilos using goal mapping over around 2 years, would you say?
Yeah.
About a 2-year period. Last year, I lost 15 kilos using goal mapping. And what the goal map does is it helps to get the command into the subconscious. But it wasn't just about weight loss. It was about raising the level of vitality. Everybody has a different weight and shape that is right for them. But it's our energy and vitality levels, our regenerating levels that are really key. If we think negatively about ourselves, we release a different chemical into our brain, cortisol. Cortisol is a stress hormone. And when we're in stress, our brain becomes foggy. And the chemicals we release start to shut down and even poison our body, which is why people become toxic and ill when they're in prolonged stress. And as our brain becomes foggy, we really can't see our way forward. Life's modern problems, like caring for our well-being, providing for our family, making sure we achieve a degree of financial freedom, requires that we understand goal setting and how to activate both sides of our brain, because life's modern problems require absolutely whole brain solution. And we need to be creative with our right brain, thinking about, all right, how do we achieve these things? And we need to be strategic with our left brain so that we can have a plan and follow through. It's goal mapping that really helps to bring these two aspects together. And the left brain and the right brain connect with both the conscious and the subconscious mind. The subconscious part of your mind is enormously powerful. It can do the most amazing things. The analogy we use to help young children understand this is that your subconscious is like a magical genie. It can help your wishes come true, but the genie can't wish for you. Your subconscious mind is almost robotic. It follows the strongest thought of your conscious mind. In other words, what you think most often about is what you move towards. And the picture you hold in your mind of yourself becomes the command to your subconscious. Now, this is a really key point to understand. Some years ago, the CEO of one of the UK's leading obesity societies, Lighter Life, came to me and said, we want to recommend goal mapping to all of our members. And we've got thousands and thousands of members around the country. We want to recommend goal mapping to all of our members because it's the best goal setting system we've ever seen for helping someone get a picture in their mind of them being their natural weight and ideal body shape and fitness, etc. And what she explained to me, and since that time I've researched and understood to a much greater level, is that inside of your mind, you create an inner picture, a self-image, selfie of you, self-image of you being the way that you are. That picture of you being the way that you are, doing the things you do every day, feeling the way you feel, that picture is like a blueprint. It's like an outline of you and your behavior, and your subconscious mind, your subconscious genie, reads that picture every day. In fact, every minute of every day, to help you do things on autopilot, so that you don't need to constantly think, who am I and how do I do stuff? Your subconscious is reading the picture and saying, you're this person, you believe these things, and you behave and you react and you respond in these ways and you have these feelings. Staying the same is quite easy because your subconscious reads the picture and helps you stay the same. When you woke this morning, you didn't have to put too much thought into who are you and how do you do things. It's when you want to change something. It's when you want to change a behavior, when you want to change a routine, when you want to change something about yourself. Well, that's when you realize it can be a bit tough. And what most people do is this: they try and change their behavior. They focus on the behavior first, where really the starting place is to change the picture in your mind. Because if you have a picture of you being overweight or being lazy or having negative patterns that you want to change, smoking or binge eating or whatever it is, if you have a picture in your mind of you being that way, well, guess what? Your subconscious is going to want to make you fit the picture. That's its job. So you've got to change that in a picture. Goal mapping is all about changing the picture. Changing the picture to the picture that you desire, of the way that you choose to be in yourself and the life that will help you to live. And with your goal map and your conscious mind, you are master of the land. And so creating a goal map in words and pictures helps to activate both sides of the brain, and it cements a new picture for your subconscious to follow. And this is why people that have tried goal setting in the past and haven't achieved it, it's why they haven't achieved the goal. If you've tried to set a goal in the past and you haven't achieved it, it's probably because you didn't set the goal in a whole brain activation way, following all the principles to begin with. It's like getting the combination that opens up your treasure chest. If you get all the principles right, if you follow through, if you update the map, it paints this powerful new picture into your mind that your subconscious follows to help you with less effort follow through and achieve your goal. And some of the messages I've received from people over the years about how they've used goal mapping and it's got them motivated to go out and exercise when they don't like to exercise. And one lady wrote me, she said, I was on my bike and I was riding and she said, the strange thing is I really don't like going out and bike riding. And I don't remember making the decision, but when I got home, I looked and it was there on my goal map. And I realized that it just triggered me into the decision at the subconscious level. And I've heard it time and again from people that they do the map. Because of this unique combination of words and pictures, it helps to put both the goal at a subconscious level and also at a conscious level. Right in the center of the map, we've got a main goal, and then on either side, we've got more goals. Now, these can be from all different areas of your life, or you can focus them all into one area like we're doing tonight with our health and well-being map. And then at the top of the goal mapping structure, this very unique shape, we've got a why and then a timeline: when, how, and who. 7 simple aspects that make up the map in both words and pictures. And so I'm going to switch cameras and I'm going to change seating position. Because I want to connect in a more relaxed way. And if I take the screen share off for a moment, I encourage you again that if you have not yet created a goal map, at least start the process now tonight. Get a pad of paper and a pen if you want, or you can follow through with me by having your goal mapping account open in a separate tab. So you can be listening to the Zoom, but if you go to your toolbar or wherever you have your web browser and you open up goal mapping online in another tab, and then you can be creating your map while listening to me, and you can switch backwards and forwards if you wish to, or simply make some notes on paper, because in a moment we're going to go through the first step of goal mapping, which is the visualization exercise. And so either go directly into goal mapping online, or take a moment now to get pen and paper, so that after the visualization exercise, you can write down any goals that you want to either put into your map or update into an existing map. I have probably 7 or 8 goal maps for different areas of my life, and every month or so I'm updating one or more of the maps, depending on what type of map it is. Some maps, some goal maps, will be short term. Like sometimes I'm doing a map that's just sort of 1 month because it's about a cleanse that I'm going to do. Whereas other maps will be really long term, like my purpose goal map, which has been running many years and probably will continue for some years to come. And so different goal maps for different things, different areas of life. If anybody has any questions they want to ask about any of the things that I've said so far, I'm really happy to answer any of the questions. The main purpose of these monthly Life Path Masterclasses is to help anyone who wants to attend for free to create their goal map. Now, my recommendation is you have more than one. One map covering how to live your best life is a great starting place, but it's really not enough, because you can only get so much detail in, and then it's not working because you can't send too much information in one map or statement to the subconscious. So you want to break it into life areas. But I'll go through the steps of my health and well-being map. And if you haven't done a map before, focus on that. And then afterwards, you can create another map that's a higher level, bigger picture with more of your life areas. And I'll talk about that before we finish this evening. Just quick check then, is there anybody wants to ask anything about any of the things I've covered so far before I go back into screen share and into the goal mapping platform? Okay, so bum, bum, bum. Just want to check, see my screen okay? All right. So look, if you're new to goal mapping online, you've only just created your account, go here where it says my maps, and then click here where it says new map. If you're at the premium level, you've got the choice of different maps, and I'll explain before we finish what those different maps are. But if you are using the free level, then it's goal mapping that's available for you. And it's going to open here on step 1, dream. And for this first step, we're going to go through a short relaxation and then a short guided visualization. And that guided visualization is to help everyone here tonight to see what it looks like for them living with good health and well-being. And my recommendation is that you create a goal map that is maybe a minimum of 30 days, but more likely 90 days. So have that sort of time frame in your mind. It could be longer if you wish, 1 year. But with a health goal map, I think when it's shorter focus, it helps us to be more concentrated on the things we can do that support our well-being. I'll say more about that as we create the map. But if you're comfortable right now, and as I mentioned a few moments ago, if you have a pad of paper and pen, if you want to write down any thoughts at the end of the visualization, or if not, please do grab them now. And when you're ready, sit back in your chair, please. And if it feels right for you to do so, I'd ask you to close your eyes. I'm going to close my eyes for a moment. And I'd like you to take nice, big, deep breath in, please, through your nose. And breathe out slowly through your mouth. And as you breathe out through your mouth, I want you to say the word relax 3 times to yourself and in your first language. Once more now, please. Big, deep breath in for your nose. And this time, as you breathe out slowly through your mouth, saying the words, I am, 3 times to yourself and in your own language. And once more now, deep breath in for your nose. And this time, as you breathe out slowly through your mouth, saying within 3 times to yourself and in your own language. Relax, I am within. I'd like you to imagine a stream of relaxation flowing in through the top of your head, like white light, soothing, calming, and relaxing all of the areas that it touches. Imagine now relaxing your scalp, your forehead, your cheeks, your tongue, and your jaw. Give yourself permission to relax those areas completely, becoming more and more gently relaxed now with each easy breath that you take and each sound that you hear. The relaxation moves deeper, relaxing your chest, relaxing your stomach, into your hips, thighs, calves, ankles, feet, and toes. A gentle wave of relaxation softly flowing through your body. I'd like you to imagine now walking along a beautiful sandy seashore. Clear blue skies, soft rolling waves, and a warm sun shining down upon your skin. As you walk along this beautiful, carefree beach, you find a small blue bottle poking from the sand. As you pick up the bottle, the top comes open, and there appears a large blue shining genie. The genie says, "Your wish is my command. Anything you truly desire, I will grant you." I want you to go forward in time now, please, and imagine having the power to create yourself and your life and your health in the way you would ideally choose it to be. And I want you to take a walk through an ideal day in the future with you having your ideal level of vibrant well-being. Starting from when you first awake in the morning, waking up with a great level of vibrant, energetic feeling and well-being. Notice how you start your day. Maybe you're starting with gratitude for having one of those really great, restful and restorative night sleeps. One of those nights where you've slept so good that you wake up the next morning just feeling completely relaxed, and yet you know that there's some great energy there to start your day. And see how you begin that day with gratitude, maybe early morning exercise, and maybe you're taking time for meditation. Maybe you are eating a healthy, balanced breakfast, and notice whether in your ideal health day you are making time for yourself and eating alone, or you're starting your day with other people. Now notice how that high level of vibrant well-being energy puts a spring in your step and power in your action that improves every area of your life throughout your day. Notice how your trips, either to work or other places, are easier. And notice how you're more productive within your career, more creative in your mind, feeling more fulfilled in your emotions, having more power in your actions. Notice all the small things throughout the day that you can do that serve you in raising your level of well-being and energy by another 20%. Maybe you're walking to work or cycling. Maybe you're finding creative ways within your day to get extra exercise. Notice how you are snacking on healthy options and following a balanced diet. Notice if you've started new hobbies, new sports, joined new groups. Maybe joined a gym or an outside exercise club. See how you reaching a new level of vibrant well-being in your body, uplifted in your heart and enlivened in your mind, is helping you not only in your career but also within your relationships, increasing your friendships, having more energy for family, helping out in your local community, making a difference, finding the power to be able to support and serve others. See all the different sides of how raising your well-being will help you within your career, within your family, with your friends, increasing your economy, helping out within your community. See all the different areas, all the different ways that increasing your well-being helps in your life. And from that future place, look back to this time, look back to this day, this point now, and notice the journey you've taken, starting with creating your goal map, and then the things that you will do that help you move along a path towards the achievement of your goals and that greater level of life success. See all the different sites, Connect with all the different feelings. Know that it's all possible for you. And when you're ready, come back to this time, this moment, bringing with you all good ideas and intentions. Know that it's all possible. Now, when you feel ready, have a little stretch and stretch and a yawn. And then quickly, please capture any thoughts that you just had about anything that you want to achieve. And this first step is really important. This first step is about dreaming. And if you're going to dream, dream big. Please do not dismiss anything as being too big or too small. If it came to your mind in the visualization as a thought, maybe you didn't see it as a picture, but maybe it was a thought, then please honor it by just noting it down. And you can note it down on paper, or you can enter your thoughts or goals directly into the online. So one of mine is, I feel fantastic and free. At 85 kgy. Now, here's the thing. My goal is to lose some more kilos, and I need to lose 6 kilos, right? And here's one of the first mistakes people make when they're writing goals. They'll put something like this: lose 6 kg. And now there's a few challenges with this. The first one is they're talking about what they want to lose, which is a negative. The subconscious mind doesn't really understand it. It's really important you say what the target is for you. So instead of losing 6 kg, say what you want to be. And for me, that is 85 kg, right? So my target weight is 85. So I'm saying it's a positive. The other thing that is wrong here, that is like one of the combinations that's not in alignment, there's no I. For your goals to register with your subconscious mind, you must write them personal, positive, present tense. This is not something I've made up. Go do your research if you wish. What you'll find is, in ancient times around the world, in ancient wisdom, culture, and teaching, the way that people wrote goals was always in the form of affirmation. And then often they would have pictures, visualization. Affirmation is always written personal, positive, present tense. You see, if you say lose 6 kg, you know what that means in your conscious mind, but your subconscious won't understand it. Okay? I weigh 85 kg. My subconscious understands. Because the subconscious doesn't understand abstract. This is why when you observe very young children, you tell them don't touch, they touch. So if you're saying what you don't want, I don't want to be overweight, I don't want to be unhappy, you'll just get more of that. because that's the picture you're reinforcing in your mind. What a goal map does is it forms new brain cell connections that creates a new picture. And that picture needs to be a positive picture of the way you want to be, and not the way you don't want to be. Because you must always write the goals in the positive. Now, the more personal and feeling you can put into the goal, the more meaning it has. And so here with my goal, this isn't just come in the visualization just now. This is in my goal map that I thought about, well, for a few days actually. I feel fantastic and free at 85 kg, and I've got why, because for me it represents both weighing 85 kilograms, which is my sort of ideal weight. I put on quite a few extra kilos during COVID, and I felt unhealthy, and it wasn't good for me either. And I could see that in some of the blood tests and things. But KGY represents 85 kilograms and 85 years. I'm 62 at the moment, and so I'm setting the goal that at 85 I'm going to feel fantastic and free, and that's why the KGY. Now, I'd like you to put in 5 goals. Each goal you put in, click, you add it, whatever the goal is for you. Same principle with all of the goals. And remember, at any point, you can make small changes. So I've just written any nonsense here to take it up, but it could be my shirts and suits fit lovely. I had to put on a suit yesterday that I hadn't worn for about, I don't know, 2-3 years, and it was just too tight, as are some of my shirts. And it would feel really nice to be back into some of my old suits. Some of them I've had for many years, but at the moment, just a little bit too tight. Now, for me, it's a health-related goal. It's one of the areas in my life that I know would be improved. And I know it probably sounds like a small thing, but I spend quite a bit of my life up on stage making presentations. And so having my wardrobe fit really helps me to feel good. And then I know this for sure, I am 20% more productive in my work. When I've got that spring in my step, it's not just I get more done, the quality of what I do is better. I'm more creative. I have better ideas. And another one that comes directly to my mind is I have more energy for friends and family. When I've got a good balance in myself, a good feeling of well-being, it just gives me that extra energy that when there is those days with friends and family at the weekend or evenings, that I have the energy for it. And I think for me, one of the great benefits is I feel more balanced in myself. I feel good about myself when I'm in a good place mentally, emotionally, physically. I just obviously feel better about myself. It helps me to have a balance. Now, rather than going through the rest of the map, adding all the things in, I'm going to go to my existing map. And you can see I've got a lot of maps here, but they're for different areas of my life, different aspects. And most of them are goal maps, but there's also some life maps as here and action maps. But here's my current well-being map. And I've updated it several times recently. And one of my passions is DJing. And I come across this picture a while ago, and this is one of the things I love about the online system. I'm just able to upload pictures that have meaning for me. And I run a revival night of the disco I used to have years ago. I normally do it once a year, sometimes twice a year. But I don't know if it's coincidence or what, but since I created this goal map, I've had 2 people contact me asking me if I can play at their gigs and their parties and stuff. But the picture for me sort of represents that, feeling really alive at 85. And you can see got side goals such as having a spring in my step and creating more harmony all around me, creating adventure days with Vicky, and feeling renewed. I really feel it strongly at the moment. It's time for me on a physical level as well as mental and emotional to have an effort for a reset. And if I go to the edit button, I can change any of these aspects. Now, before I move on from this, look at the structure of the affirmation. So always personal, positive, present tense. But see how also using capital letters at the start of the word. And it's an example of how a small thing makes a big difference. Because when you take them away, while the words are the same, it doesn't stand out to the subconscious mind in the same way. And remember, we're looking to activate left brain and right brain. And right brain is activated by using pictures, meaningful pictures. Left brain is activated by using words, meaningful words. And when we give a capital letter to the start of each word, it gives a more meaning, it gives more beingness. It's like it's been a commandment written in stone, so to speak. And it makes it stand out to the subconscious mind. I would also say, find the Goldilocks zone, right? What does that mean? Not too many words, not too few. Watch out for using and too many times. I create one adventure day with Vicky every week, and that helps us to have a good time, and that creates a better relationship. And you don't need all the ands. There for another goal map or another place in the map. Clear, succinct statements is what forms the affirmation. And this is why using the online and playing with the words, being able to edit the map, you cannot follow this same process on paper. I'm running paper-based goal mapping almost every week. I run it in workshops with executives. I want them to do their map on paper because they're there in front of me. But I also tell them, treat it as a prototype. And they go off immediately and they put their map online once they leave the workshop. And then from that place, I can give them feedback on how to improve their map. And if you're serious about achieving your goals, whether they're your health goals or your wealth goals, your career goals, or any other area of your life, there are some simple but very important principles to follow. So the first one is creating the map. But then, of course, you want to tune the map. You want to get it the most powerful you can by playing with the words, making sure they're structured as affirmation. And in this first step of dream, it's just about dreaming big. And I recommend you write 5 things covering different areas of your life, but all united by how those areas or yourself are helped by increasing your well-being. And then in the second step, this is about using left brain logic. And the question here is, which of the 5 things is most going to help you achieve the other things? Which of the 5 things is most going to help you with the main focus here of achieving health and well-being? Now, for me, it's achieving 85 kg. For somebody else, it might be a level of exercise they can achieve, running a marathon, or it may be some level of fitness. For my mother, who's 96, it's walking up the hill is part of her goal, because getting up the hill to her home is her measure of whether she's fit or not. And where we live, it's all built on the side of a hill here. Now, you can move any of the goals around. Okay? And so, again, if an insight comes and you think, oh no, my main goal is this, you can move it where you want to move it. Now, I feel for me it is this 85 kg. And I've made it like a rhyme, because that's also part, creating like a mnemonic that helps to get it into the brain. It becomes a mantra. In India, they use mantra is the chant, the words. Yantra is the picture, the visualization. And that's the next step. So once you're happy with the position of your goals and where they are, side to side and up and down, you believe you've got the main goal as the main focus in the center, then on the next step, it's time to add the pictures. And with adding the pictures, it's the same principle as the words. The more meaning, the more power. If you're using a piece of meaningless clip art, don't expect to get much power. It will still work, but not as well. Now, you can search the internet and download images like I did the other day of Tigger here, or you can draw your own stuff and upload it like I have done here with this little drawing, or you can take pictures like this picture I've got of Vicky, and I can open up the picture large, and I can open up the image library. Now, these are all my personal pictures that I've uploaded into the system. Some of them are pictures I found on the internet. Some of them pictures I've taken, like me and Vicky here. Some of them are drawings I've done myself, like these here at the top. But I upload them and I can use them again and again and again and again. If you want to create your map quickly, though, and be in the flow, then come here to the categories. And you can see there's a number of folders. So lifestyle, education and career happiness, well-being, which is our subject for tonight. And you can just simply click on any of the images and it will go directly into the goal map. And again, you can use the images over and over. If you wish to, you can also click on search and you can search online for the images. And again, click and it goes directly into your map. When you create your first map, you may want to play with it periodically, keep moving the things around. Remember, you can go back to any of the steps, you can move it around, and when you move a goal around, the picture will move with it. It will keep together with the words and pictures. And then in step 4, it's time to identify your most powerful, motivating feelings for why you want to achieve the goal. What are your big reasons? So is it about you living your purpose? Is it about you being your best? Is it about you giving your best to other people? For me, it's these three reasons you see here. And it's the same process. You write in the reason, you click add reason, it creates the box, and you can edit both the words and the pictures at any point. And that's ongoing, of course, with your map. And my main reasons are about following my purpose that I've been on for many years, walking my path to help as many people as I can. And being healthy and fit gives me the energy to be my best and walk the path well and live my life to the full, living the life I love and loving the life I live. And these three pictures are all drawings that I've done, some of them over many years. But you can use any images that feel good for you, and then you can update them with more meaningful images when you choose to. When you create your map, the start date will come automatically. And you can see I updated this map on the 4th of March, and I've chosen a achievement date for the main goal of the 4th of May. And so I'm given a few months, 3 months, to achieve the goal. And you simply click on the field and it will open up, and you can choose by the year, by the month, by the day, etc. And that creates a timeline for the action part of the map, the how. And so this is where you want to write in the basic things that you can do that help you move towards the achievement of your goal. And you simply write them here. So it might be I exercise 1 hour 3 times each week. On this part of the map, you want to be specific. A writing exercise will not command your subconscious to go and exercise. I exercise is better. I exercise 1 hour 3 times a week is a focused command to your subconscious. And again, once you click the button and you set it in words, you then want to create it in pictures. Now, I recommend three things that you can do that will help you move towards the achievement of your main goal. I've got here, I meditate, journal, engage, and map, and share my insights every week. This map that I've got here is very much focused around the program, my mastery program, Warrior Within. And at the moment, we're in week 3 of Warrior Within. And so each week I'm talking about how I'm getting on with creating and living my map and updating my map. And then throughout my day, as I've needed to today, managing my state. Rather than letting the day manage me, and if something isn't working the way I want it to work, that I'm working with my mind and I'm choosing my thoughts about it, and I'm choosing my physiology. By working with my mind and choosing a positive focus and looking for the high ground of what is right, even in challenging situations, and by reminding myself that with my body posture, my physiology, I can support my positive thinking by putting myself into a positive posture, whether I'm sat on the sofa working on the laptop or I'm stood making a presentation or just going about my daily business, by adopting a positive posture, it triggers the release of the positive chemicals like serotonin that support me in seeing the situation a little more positively, feeling a little more motivated about everything, and coming up with better ideas. And I use both physiology and anchoring and mental concentration. And of course, looking at my goal map is one of the most important things, because as I look at the pictures and say the words, that has the effect of stimulating the brain cell connections, which in turn trigger the release of the feel-good chemical serotonin and help to command the subconscious for me to be more that way and move towards the goal. And enlivening my mornings with cold water swimming, I found to be such a powerful thing. And juicing, juice almost every day, certainly if I'm at home. When I'm away, it's more difficult to take juice, but at home I've got a juicer, a big juicer machine, and even on the busiest days, I will get up a little bit earlier than I need to, just so I've got time to juice first thing in the morning, because that, combined with the swimming and some exercise, are the things that have helped me most in terms of my well-being. Some goals, and I think health goals are in this category, really want more detail. And so at the premium level of goal mapping, you're able to add in a to-do list to each of the hows in the goal map. And I find this really powerful because it helps me go into detail. It's quite dynamic. I can move them all around, so I can prioritize them, what I need to do each day. I can even give a specific date to each of the things I need to do. And I print out my to-do list and have it alongside my goal map, because I like to still have my map on paper. And so in my folder, I've got my map and my to-do list side by side. Final step of the map is who. Who's going to help you take the how, the actions. Well, in my health and well-being, the who is mainly me. It is also Vicky, because a lot of the health things that I do, I'm doing together with Vicky. It's not a solo thing, but it still also requires me choosing throughout the day, choosing my thoughts and choosing that body posture, etc. And it requires me to follow through with the things I've decided are important for me. So here's my completed map. And as you can see, I updated it just the other day on the 4th of March. And once you have your map, click this button here, download and print. And then it'll take a moment just to bring it all together. From here, you can have it as a screensaver. You can print it out. Vic, would you give me over my folder off the sofa, please? You can print it out. And one of the reasons why I really, really recommend that you print it out is because once you've got it printed, right, you can give your signature to it, and you can put it somewhere where you're going to see it early in the morning before you want to turn on the computer. It's great to have it online. It's great to have it as a screensaver. I've got mine on my mobile phone here. Right? But first thing in the morning is when you have the most connection to your subconscious mind. You don't really want to be online first thing in the morning. And so if you've got your map printed out, you can have it at the side of the bed. Or if it's a a health and well-being map, maybe you want to put it on the front of the fridge door. Or I spoke with someone the other day and they've got it on the inside of the naughty cupboard where they keep all the chocolate and the biscuits, so that when they open up the cupboard, they see their map there and it helps them find the willpower to move away from it. Printing your map out is a really powerful thing to do, because printing the map out, it's like you're bringing it into reality. You're bringing it from the virtual into the physical by putting it onto paper. And then once you put it on the paper, then that's the time to assign it. Now, remember, you can update it and you can choose how you view it. You can see just pictures, just words, side by side, which is sort of the classical view here. You can duplicate it. You can do a whole lot of different things, and you can share it. Click email, and it's going to put the URL of the map into the email, or here you can take the URL, copy and paste. There's a bunch of ways you can share it, make it public, keep it private. If you make it public, it just comes up on the community center. So we come out of the screen share for a moment and just go back on to the PowerPoint presentation. Just want to check you can see the screen okay, Vicky. Can't see me. Can see me now. Okay. So the online system allows you to print the map out and then put the signature. See it and say it each morning. When you first wake up, your brain's in alpha rhythm. It can last for as much as an hour, but the sooner that you look at it when you first wake up, it's why some people will have it on the bedroom wall. I've got a map on my bedroom wall. And I know other people that put it at the side of the bathroom mirror. Depends on the type of map. Work maps, for instance, are going to go up in the office or the workplace. But sign it and then see it and say it once each day. And if you'll keep that up for 30 days, and of course, in 30 days, we've got another masterclass coming, and we'll focus on doing another map. But 30 days helps to establish that brain cell connection. And then share it. When you share your map, you're demonstrating belief in yourself. And then with the online program, of course, update it. Because click of a button, you can update any aspect of the map, which is really the power of the online system. A goal mapping is so simple that more than 1 million children have created maps. This one by my own daughter when she was 10. It's so powerful that world-leading organizations like Microsoft have adopted it and had their people trained in it. And what makes it work is it helps to form those brain cell connections. And I'm going to say one more time, it works when you work it. Creating your map is the first level of working it. It's reached 5 million people around the world because it works. You've got to create your map to make it work. And then the more you work your map, the more it works because you strengthen those brain cell connections. And if you're create multiple maps, as we guide people to do in these monthly sessions, that helps you enhance a neural net, a set of brain cell connections that are a blueprint of how you want to be and the life you want to live. And that blueprint becomes the pattern, the command that your subconscious follows and helps you shape yourself and your life in the way that you want to be. You can create up to 100 maps at the gold level. Upgrading is really simple. You can do it for just a month and you can upgrade and downgrade as easy as you want to. and nothing's deleted. If you choose to downgrade, it's still there if you want to upgrade again in the future. But in addition to being able to create a lot of goal maps to map out the different areas of your life, it also gives you the opportunity to create the different types of map. And I really, really recommend that you create a life map. A life map is all about being your best. So same principle of words and pictures, whole brain activation, but it's in this mandala structure. In the middle, we have prime purpose, being your best, and then mental, emotional, physical, material, social, spiritual. And you write the affirmation. So I am my best. I am patient. I am happy. I am loved. You write the affirmation, you create the picture, and you map out what it looks like for you to be your best. And if you want to, you can focus it into areas of your life. So I'm being my best coach, I'm being my best leader. What does that look like mentally, emotionally? And so the other system you have access to is action mapping. An action map is all about using this same principle of words and pictures and whole brain activation, but to change your habit patterns. At the gold level, full access also to all the family material. And so the full audio book of Sand the Magic Genie, the parents guided workbook, student workbook, the instruction video of me coaching my daughter in how to create goal maps, all of it available for you to access and download, even if you're only staying at the 1 month. And maybe though the highest level of value by going gold is access to the Gold Lounge. And in the Gold Lounge, we have these 7 coaching rooms. And in each of the coaching rooms, you can see them here towards the bottom of the screen, the 7 circles. In these 7 rooms, we have additional information. And so the recording from tonight, for instance, we'll go into the Wellbeing room. And in that Wellbeing room, you're going to find past recordings, not only of the monthly masterclass, but also the 3-hour deep dive daytime workshop. And we would go into the in-depth principles of goal mapping and all of the content. So the mindset content and techniques. And these evening presentations are about how to create a goal map. The daytime workshops are all about the principles of success that are the foundations of the different mapping systems. And we also have success interviews, such as this one here with Kathleen Konya, who will also be a guest in our coming workshop in 2 weeks' time, our coach showcase, the Life Lifter showcase. The 3-hour deep dive focused here on purpose, and you'll find in all of the different rooms, you have the same structure of recordings, either interviews, deep dive of content, or previous master classes. Sometimes on the master classes, we are coaching a volunteer to create their goal map in real time. And you also, of course, receive a ticket to the next Golden Opportunity Workshop, which is coming in just a week's time, the 20th of March. And we'll be focusing on principle number 3, find balance. And so on this workshop, and if you're not able to attend, the recording is made available the next day, and you'll get it in the Gold Lounge. And we're taking a deep dive into understanding how you find greater balance in yourself, mental, emotional, physical, how you bring balance to your life. And we'll also be guiding everybody through doing the life balance check. So going through the life balance checker, you can find it online and you can watch the video to do it for yourself. But if you want to attend the workshop, I'll be guiding people through it in real time and we'll be using the online journal to record everybody's insights. There's a lot of coaches that join goal mapping and use it for well-being. And if you are interested to take the 1 year option of gold membership, which is £90, we're also going to include a coaching token for you to choose a coaching session with a coach of your choice. And it's normally about a 1 hour 30 coaching session where the coach will help you one-to-one create and live your goal map. And if you would like to go gold tonight at £90, and not only will you have gold membership for the next year with all of the masterclasses and golden opportunity workshops that are coming in the 100 maps, but also a coaching session that you can take when you want, time of your choosing, and with a coach of your choice. And just going to say to you, you would never manage to acquire these same coaches here from around the world at the same price. And so powerful and well sought after is goal mapping that even the world's top coaches, such as Anthony Robbins, have endorsed the system and have been regular customers. Only in the last few months, I've made 2 presentations for Tony Robbins for his top customers, where I've run workshops for them to create their goal maps. And Tony Robbins has his own goal setting system, but he values goal mapping sufficiently to have paid me to run workshops for his own people. And if you are a coach or you are someone that would like to change your existing work and become a coach, or maybe you just want to help people and lift their life to a higher level, then consider joining the Goal Mapping Life Lifter community. We have 1,530 people now that are all helping others in some way with goal mapping. Some people are working one-to-one as a coach. Some people are working to run half-day workshops to small groups of people in business, school, network marketing companies, lifestyle groups. Some people are running very big workshops to large corporate organizations and presenting goal mapping over a whole day or more to leadership. And whatever your desire, goal mapping is an international license that will help you to help others in business, in education, or with general public or networks. There is a complete resource center. This really is like a business in a box. It includes everything you need, not just the training, but all of the materials, support materials, marketing materials, and even online platform access, landing pages. There are guides and manuals that help you use the program, and you get one-to-one guidance to help you get set up with your own materials, reach out into the world and work with people of your choice. You get to use both the online platform that I've been using tonight, as well as the special coaching center and all of the resource centers. The material helps you to coach people online, like here in the coaching center. And this is one of the people I've been coaching over the last year, Dave Baxter, here in England, not that far from me. Or here, Kristen, who's quite a long way from me in Norway. And it's the great thing about the online program is I can coach people wherever they are in the world. And you can see here at the bottom of the screen, Kristen shared a map. I can click on that. I can open up a map, and then I can write her feedback here in the coaching pages. We can arrange a Zoom session if we want. I get her to share her screen so I can see her map, and then I can coach her to make changes in her map or to create a new map from scratch in real time, or even a group of people to create their map. It's so simple. If you want to work on paper, we have all of the materials, PowerPoints, workbooks, manuals that either we can send in the post or that you can download yourself and just print wherever you are. And I'm running a lot of workshops still on paper, because when it's a physical workshop, and whether that's with business or children in school or general public, paper is still a good way to work. But being able to then follow through, have the person recreate their map online, and you give them one-to-one coaching is a really powerful combination. And now so often, as last week, I was running goal mapping for a group of executives where they created their map on paper, but within 2 days, the first of those executives had already put his map online and sent it to me to follow through with one-to-one coaching in how to make his map more powerful. And with goal mapping online, you can run online workshops as well as physical workshops, and you have resources at your availability, such as the ebook that you can use to help enrich your coaching or training offer. If you're taking the workshop level, goal mapping facilitator, you're even able to create focused, branded areas for clients where you upload video of your choice. It can be your own content, and you bring in the tools from goal mapping that you want to use. So not only you get the training on how you can run a workshop or how you can coach someone, but we make the platform available so you can run workshops online, or you can coach people online in the personal, private coaching pages. On top of that, it's both a business opportunity with all of the things you need, but a personal development opportunity, because part of your training is to be guided by our top coaches to map out all of the important areas of your own life. It's by creating your own goal maps, not over 7 months, but over 7 weeks, 1 map per week, that you activate your whole brain. You learn goal mapping, and from an authentic place of wisdom and knowledge, you're able to coach other people to create their map. The goal mapping training helps you to activate your whole brain, as well as, of course, you learning how to help others. And as part of the mapping process, you create a goal map of how to run your own goal mapping business, and who are the people you want to help with goal mapping. Who's your tribe, your audience? What's your niche area? In addition, you also become certified to coach people with life mapping. And so it's a professional certification for both goal mapping and life mapping, including working with young people. And there's no more satisfying thing than helping someone young to map out their future and achieve it. All of the resources are included: training materials, downloads and guides, and one-to-one group coaching is ongoing. There's not a cutoff point. Once you join the community, we recommend that you learn the training in 7 weeks, but you can continue to attend the training at no extra cost for as long as you want. In fact, we encourage it because it helps bring the community together, and it is an amazing community of people. Also included in the package is your own online coach profile within the goal mapping system, all of the promotional materials, and your own affiliate center. So you get a coach profile like these you can see here, and it opens up into a full page of information about you, as well as being able to go to the affiliate center and have your own affiliate links. so that you can recommend goal mapping to other people. And if they're joining through your affiliate link, and you're able to earn commissions from people who choose to upgrade to the gold level or buy any of the goal mapping products. Simple 7-week journey. Now, you can do it in more weeks if you want. You can fast track and do it in less. But the reason we say 7 weeks is because the training revolves around creating 7 core maps plus a map for your business. And so we have 7 recommended training sessions you attend. 4 are group sessions led by me or one of the experienced coaches, and 3 are one-to-one sessions with a coach of your choice. And depending on the type of people you want help with goal mapping or what language you speak, and we will find you a coach that has experience in that life area of working with goal mapping and that you could communicate with freely. Lifetime membership of the Lift Academy. This is the Life Lifter group of heart-centered, like-minded people, and many of them have been part of the goal mapping community for more than 10 years, all looking to help new people joining to find their way of sharing goal mapping and making a difference in the world. If you're not completely happy, there is a full money-back guarantee, and there is absolutely nothing to pay afterwards. There is no renewals. There is no yearly fee. We do not ask for a percentage of any of the work you do. It's a straight one-off fee for the training, and that training includes lifetime use of the platform for both you and also the people that you choose to empower with the system through the coaching. You can just keep on using the coaching center for as long as you wish. And whatever type of coach you may be or aspire to be in the future, whatever group or area of life you want to work with, your passion, helping your clients achieve their goals is fundamental. And that is just, whatever coaching you're going to do, helping someone achieve whatever they've come to you for help is fundamental. And goal mapping is a fantastic tool to have in your toolbox to help you turn your clients into raving fans. And they come from all over the world, and they're of all ages and different backgrounds and walks of life, like Siv Tuve that we just saw doing executive coaching, or other people working with students or network or lifestyle groups. And so one-to-one coaching, small workshops, or a full practitioner training, all available. And with that, the full resources. Emily started working with students in schools with goal mapping in Italy and actually found her way into a number of newspapers, but now is also working with big corporate organizations. John Alexander here doing amazing work up in Scotland, helping young people with apprenticeships find their way in a brighter future. The full family materials and resources and youth training support is all provided within the program. And so if you're taking the coach program, you will learn how to coach it with both adults, but also with students. And normally it would be £359, but it's just included within the program. If you're taking the facilitator level, you're also running workshops with youth if you wish to. Also, as part of the program, we're giving gold and silver upgrade codes that you can give as part of your workshops or coaching in whichever way you wish. You can either resell them or you can bundle them in as part of your coach or training fee as added value. The 10 gold and 15 silver codes equal £1,530 in value, but they, again, are included. They're yours to use in whichever way you want, as is the life mapping certification, again, included, so that you can run a more than goal mapping coaching. You can also run life mapping. And Rishi here, one of those people coaching life mapping as well as goal mapping, been certified since 2015. And so here are the prices of the different levels of the program. The goal mapping coach program, a little under 1,500 plus VAT. Remember, it's a one-off payment. It's nothing to pay afterwards. If you want the workshop level, which includes the coach level, each level includes the level underneath it. So the half-day workshop level, facilitator, where you can create online workshops as well as do the coaching, and you can run physical workshops, all the resources. You can see the price there, $2,995. The top level of certification, the practitioner program, includes the two levels before. So it includes the half-day workshop, an online workshop builder, it includes the coach, but it also includes practitioner. At practitioner level, your commission rate is 40%. At the facilitator level, it's 30%. At the coach level, it's 20%. So at the practitioner level, anyone joining goal mapping through your affiliate link is receiving, or you're receiving on anything they buy or upgrade, 40% commission. That's lifetime. So if they're renewing each year their gold membership, your commissions renew, or maybe they're wanting to become a coach and you're receiving a 40% commission on them joining the community. We like to give money back into the community. In the practitioner program, you're learning all of the deeper content. You can learn it online. We run it online every year, but also we run a physical program every year, and the next one is coming up very soon. On the 31st of March, we're running it here on the beautiful Isle of Wight, 3-day intensive. But if those short dates don't suit you, well, then you get a ticket that you can cash in at the next workshop or the one after, if that doesn't suit you. And so it doesn't need to prevent you from following through and taking the practitioner level if you choose to. Now, that practitioner level, you're getting the extra help, because at practitioner level, we're encouraging people to create their own online product using our workshop builder and our sales funnel system. And so you get your one-to-one mentor that's going to work with you over the period of a year to help you not only learn the content, not only get set up with your coach profile and established in all the systems and the process, but help you to create your own online goal mapping product or service or workshop, branded in your own way, and sales and marketing pages that help you reach out into the world and through the internet, social media, and find customers that you bring back into your workshop. If you wish to start at just the coach level, then the price, just £1,495, and simply book a call. If you want to book the workshop, Vicky's already posted the link. If there's any questions anybody has, I'm just going to open up the chat. I think Vicky's been quite diligent in writing answers through the evening. But if this is something that interests you, that you want this tool to help make a difference to other people, then either follow through click the link and book the program. And me and Vicky will arrange for your one-to-one orientation. So we help you get set up with everything. Or if you're unsure and you want to know more about how the coaching or the training and the platform can be personalized for your particular requirements, or how you could work with goal mapping because you're looking to go through a life change, or you're already a coach but want to add it to your toolbox, you want to know how it's going to fit with your clients, then simply book a call. Me and Vicky are really thrilled to hear from you. I hope it served you tonight. It's been really nice to connect, and I want to leave you with the final thoughts of please do go create your map. And whether you're new to goal mapping, whether you're experienced in goal mapping, whether you're interested to be a goal mapping coach, or you just are someone that wants to achieve your own goals, go create the map. Right? It works if you work it. All right, thanks very much. It's lovely to be with you all this evening. Once again, I hope it's been good for you. Create your map, use your map. Feel free to message me or Vicky if there's anything we can do. Happy to hear from anyone. See you again next month or next week if you're joining the Golden Opportunity Workshop, or the week after if you want to join the Coach Showcase. Take care. All the very best. Bye-bye for now.